Hello everybody and welcome back to Memories Dogma. Continuing on. Serana thinks it's best if we don't see each other anymore. That's not good. Why? Things were going so well. Hang on. There we go. Serana spoke those words of farewell without any explanation at all. I thought, it's happening again, back then. Once again, I've been deemed an unnecessary person by others. My emotions got swept up in a violent whirlpool, and I couldn't stop the words overflowing in my mind from pouring out. Whoops. Let's see here. Let's reload this, shall I? Before I knew it, I was shouting at Serana. I don't remember exactly what it was I said. All I know is that I said some terrible things. I said them with the express intention of hurting her, as she hurt me. Then I left Serana there and left the store alone. The last time I ever saw her, she was looking down sadly. That scene was burned vividly into my memory. Perhaps Serana had simply gotten tired of my existence hanging around her. But even if that were true, if I hadn't left her like that, she might still be alive right now.
Oi! どうしたんだよ?
Kakaru turns to me with a puzzled expression. I still haven't moved one step from the cake shop.
あれ、なんでもない。
そうか? なら行こうぜ。このままじゃ夜になっちゃうよ。
Oh. I nod toward Amamiya, turn my back to the light spilling from the cake shop, and continue walking. At that moment, I feel someone's gaze on me. Who's that? As I turn around, I see that a lone girl has suddenly shown up behind me, standing in front of the cake shop. The girl, dressed in a shrine maiden outfit, shoots a glance at me. Have I met her somewhere before? I don't think so. I think back, but my memories present no answer. Wait, well, there's a lot of people here. I mean, there's no way she's looking directly at me, who's just passing by. It must be just a misunderstanding, that's all. The moment I think that, she starts walking straight towards me. Before her dignified demeanor, I can't bring myself to avert my gaze. It's nothing. She should just walk straight past me. She's probably got somewhere to be. I finally turn away and wait for the girl to pass me by. As I do so... What? She whispers in my ear. Who is this she's talking about? I don't get it. Choose what? What are you talking about? Who is this girl anyway? I don't understand. As I'm pondering these questions, the girl averts her gaze and quickly walks away. You can't just leave me with that vague cryptic message. I turn around, planning on asking her who she is, but when I look, she's already gone. I check the nearby alleys as well, but I don't see any sign of her.
Oi, Hiroki-kun. 何をキョロキョロしてるのかな?
Instead, I see Kakeru looking at me with a puzzled look on his face.
かけるか。
そうだよ、俺だよ。なんで残念そうな顔になってるんだよ。
いや、別にそういうわけじゃ。
もう、後ろをついてきてるんだと思って、俺めっちゃ喋ってたのに、さっきの完全に独り言だったってことじゃんか。
ああ、悪い。
ほんと頼むぜ。コネクトセンターの空いてる時間終わっちゃうって。
Oh yeah. Forgot, we're going there. With that, Kakeru starts pushing me forward. Still puzzled about what that all was about. I start walking for real this time. Huh. Wonder who that girl was. Oh, more mysteries have shown up. I walk together with Kakeru through the park. It's quite a lovely day. This park that's more like a forest was also one of Serrano's favorite places. If you look up just a little, you can see a giant building towering up past all the foliage. That's the Connect Center. That's a big building.
いつ見てもでかいな。
That's what she said. I'm sorry. That's an inappropriate joke.
そりゃそうだ。関東圏の死者の記憶のほとんどがここで保管されてるんだぜ。いくら死後四十九日間っていう期限があるとはいえ、どれだけのデータ量があるのかって考えると途方もないよな。
It does make sense that they don't be able to keep it for a limited time. Just the sheer amount of data would just be overwhelming if it were like a permanent thing. Kakeru says while nodding to himself as he continues walking forward. After passing through the park, we keep going all the way to the Connect Center. And then, all too soon, we arrive.
エントランスはこっちだな。
Kakeru starts heading for the entrance without hesitation, but...
で、おーい!
He turns back to me immediately. Still haven't moved one step since we arrived here.
やっぱり、かけるだけで言ってくれ。
What? We came all this way! I start to feel really nervous. My chest starts to grow really tight. I feel like it gets worse with every step forward. I feel like I can hear my heart beating louder than usual, too. That's not good.
いやいや、ヒロキが行かないと何の意味もないじゃんか。もしかして怖い？
悪いか。
まあ、前々から気づいてたんだけどさ。どうせお前のことだから、空野ちゃんが死んだのは自分のせいとか思ってるんだろ。
Isn't it though?
ああ、そうだよ。
それで、空野ちゃんと話すのを怖がってるわけだ。
Are we really talking to her though? I mean, aren't we only viewing her memories?
お前はそうやって一生グダグダしながら生きてくんだ。そういう生き方っていかにもお前らしいけどさ。
悪かったな。
とりあえずさ、一度しっかり話してみろって。それにさ。
After a short pause.
もしお前のせいで空野ちゃんが死んだんだとしたら、今度こそ気持ちよく後を終えるじゃん。
は
That was so unexpected, I unconsciously replied.
なんというか、空野ちゃんに背中を押してもらうって感じでさ。そうしたら迷いも消えるだろうし。
Kakeru's words don't have a bit of delicacy to them. He was always like this, though. All the things people usually don't say out of consideration for others, he just says like they're nothing. But because of that, he can cut to the heart of the matter and tell you the truth. You know, that's worth its weight in gold, really. I, who had been hanging my head this whole time, finally look up at him.
そうかもな。
Even if I'm still scared, I have to do it. I have to go in there. I have to see for myself. I steel my resolve and step forward. Oh, so many areas. I pass through the automatic doors and enter the building. The giant reception hall unfolds before me. I hear a pleasant tune playing softly in the room. The whole place is quiet and clean, almost like a hospital reception room.
思ったよりすごいところだな。
俺も何回かしか来たことはないけどさ、なんかいかにも最先端施設って感じがするよな。
Feels like the future. As I start looking around, an AR display pops up in front of my face. A gently smiling woman appears on the screen.
東京コネクトセンターにようこそお越しくださいました。恐れ入りますが、入って左側にございます認証端末に MRD をおかざしください。
As I look to my left, I see a number of high-tech devices lined up against the wall. The machines for reading your personal information from your MRD. Recently, they've been showing up everywhere. I still don't like the idea of everything being contained in like one bracelet. It seems weird. I walk towards the terminal as I'm told, and as I get close enough, the data on my MRD gets read. A pleasant dinging sound confirms that my information has been read.
楠原弘樹様と雨宮翔様ですね。どなたとのご面会ですか？
None of your business. No, I'm kidding. Besides the AR display of the woman, a floating text field appears with a virtual keyboard underneath us to allow us to input a name. I type Mizunaishi Serrano into the background, the keyboard.
水梨空野様ですね。かしこまりました。ご面会可能かどうかを確認いたしますので、少々お待ちください。
Wait, I can be denied? After saying that, the woman's picture vanishes from the AR display, replaced with a now verifying screen. At this facility, only people already registered to view a person's memories can see them. How much you want to bet we're not going to be registered? You can be registered by the person themselves anytime they feel like while they're alive. So hopefully you remember to do that. In other words, if Serno didn't register us beforehand, we won't be able to talk to her.
心配すんなって。空野ちゃんが俺たちを登録してないわけないじゃん。
I don't know. She was pretty mad at me, man.
どうだろうな。
Kakura suddenly slaps my back with all his strength. That hurt.
景気づけってとこ。
Kakura smiles confidently. Yeah, he didn't ruin her life. Of course, he can smile confidently. As if his words call her back, the now verifying screen is once again replaced with the figure of the woman.
大変お待たせいたしました。ご面会の準備が整いましたので、
Sweet.
どうぞ中へとお進みください。
After she finishes speaking, the woman vanishes from the AR display, and the AR display sinks into the ground near our feet. It melts into the floor and vanishes. That's pretty cool. I keep watching as the AR display shoots a ribbon of light out from where it disappeared, illuminating the floor as it travels onward. It traces a route through the room toward the wall housing multiple passageways. The light passes through one of the hallways leading us down it. On the wall above the passageway, an AR display sign lights up saying, "This way for your interview."
ほらな。よし、行くぞ。
Let's go. Kakura hurries onward, and I follow after him. I'm so nervous. Ooh. It's like the sun. It's like the starlit sky. It's beautiful. We enter the passageway marked by the AR display, and after walking down it for a while, the scenery suddenly changes around us and turns into something fantasy-esque. The ceiling fills with blue light dotted with specks of light that resemble stars.
これはすごいな。
Countless specks of light float up from the ground like fireflies. Looking around, you'd really think this is a portal between the world of the living and the world of the dead.
ほんとすごいよな。なんていうか、すげえお金かかってそうって感じでさ。
Kakura spots a rather cheeky comment. We continue to walk and talk, and soon enough we reach a translucent red AR display that reads, "Please wait here." Past the display, you can make out a large number of doors lining either side of the hallway. We wait as directed by the AR display, and after a short while, two circular plates come out from both sides of the wall and stop in front of us. Both of them are large enough to fit a person on top of them. The AR display changes color from red to green as the "Please wait here" text is replaced by "Please get on."
これに乗れってことか。
Interesting.
すべてがオートマチックに管理されてるんだ。徹底してんな。
Spared no expense, I see. Kakura looks pretty impressed. We get on the plate as directed as it start moving down the hallway. At the same time, the AR display shows up in front of us. They really like those AR displays. Oh, hello. Hello, Kuroda. Pleasure to meet you.
私ども日本コネクト機構通称 JCO は文部科学省所管の独立行政法人として2027年に発足し2029年にここ東京コネクトセンターをオープンしました。 発足より3年後の現在、コネクトセンターは札幌、福岡、大阪と全国4カ所に拡大しております。
Oh, wow.
ここコネクトセンターは皆さんにこれからコネクトをご利用いただくための施設であると同時に、さらなる医療の発展のため脳科学、生物学をはじめとするさまざまな分野の研究を行うための研究施設でもあります。
へえ、初めて聞いたな。
Connect, as far as I know, refers to speaking with memories of the dead. They call it a way for the living to communicate with the dead by using the Themisnet to see, hear, and talk with those who are already gone. I hadn't known that the Connect Center was also a research institute. That's news to me.
なんかすげえよな。あのでかいタワーのほとんどは研究所の施設らしいぜ。
総勢200名余りの精鋭が最高の技術、最高の英知を持ち寄り、大切なご家族やご友人を失った皆さんの悲しみを少しでも癒すお手伝いをするため、日夜努力を重ねております。
Listening to his explanation, we passed by a few other people on plates as well. To think there's this many people out there going to meet their departed friends and family. Being able to hear the voices of the dead won't necessarily heal your pain. If anything, it could just, compound it. Even then, though, there are probably people like me who have really no choice but to cling to a place like this, even if it won't bring any relief. After a while, the man called Kuroda vanishes from the display and the woman once again appears.
それでは当施設のご利用にあたり、いくつかの注意事項を申し上げます。その1、個人様の記憶データが保存される期間は49日間となっております。この期間が過ぎますと、個人様の記憶データは伝送され、以降ご面会することはできませんのでご注意ください。その2、ご面会時間は1日につき30分までとなっております。
Aww.
時間になりますと自動的にご面会終了となりますのでご了承ください。
Only 30 minutes? That's short.
その3、ご面会の際、個人様に亡くなった原因についてお
Why?
尋ねになりませんようご注意ください。もしこの禁止事項に該当する行為が行われたことを確認した場合は、その時点でご面会は終了とさせていただきますのでご了承ください。
Okay then.
どういうことだ？
デリケートなことについては一般には開示されないってことじゃないか？
That makes sense.
やっぱいい死に方ができた人ばかりじゃないだろうしな。
Yeah, okay.
なるほどな。
But that was the one thing I really want to ask Serrano. That's the whole reason I'm here. Oh wow. As our explanation finishes, our plates stop before one of the doors. The nameplate on the door reads number 113.
空野様とのご面会はこちらになります。足元にご注意の上、ゆっくりとお降りください。
As we step off the plates, our virtual guide bows to us.
それではどうぞ、大切な方との時間をごゆっくりとお過ごしください。
The air display then vanishes and the door before us opens automatically. Ooh, this is nice. This is not what I was expecting. On the other side of the door, another world appears before us. Books and ornaments line classy-looking wooden shelves, and a number of sofas with comfortable-looking cushions are placed around the room. The room is softly illuminated and feels cozy. It's hard to describe, but if I had to put it into words, I'd say it has a very lived-in atmosphere. As if this room has an occupant who has just invited us inside.
なんかばあちゃん家を思い出すな。
ああ、すごい懐かしい感じがする。
As Kakeru and I walk through the doorway into the room, the door closes automatically behind us. After entering, the feeling that this is someone's room and that it is actually being inhabited gets even stronger. There was a slightly cold breeze flowing through the corridor we were in earlier, but here in this room, the atmosphere is warm. It feels like each of those doors lead to new worlds. However, there's something that I notice that starts to bother me as I walk further in. This phone.
これ、なんだ？
It's a phone. It's rotary style. There's a small sepia-colored device with a card sitting next to it on the table by the sofa.
それは電話機ってやつだな。
俺使ったことないぞ。どうやって使うんだ？
その上についてる受話器を取って耳に当てるんだよ。
I followed Kakeru's instructions and pick up the receiver. It's surprisingly heavy. Must have been tiring for people to hold this up the whole time for long conversations. Rather skeptically, I put the phone to my ear. I wait for a while, but I don't hear anything. How do we work this?
何も聞こえないぞ。
まあそうなるよな。ほら、そこの下にあるスロットにカードを差し込んで通話するんだよ。
I look where Kakeru is pointing and notice a panel with numbered buttons on the telephone. A little below there is a rectangular slot. Next to the card by the telephone is a piece of paper explaining how to use the machine.
わかった。試してみる。
I pick up the card and insert it into the slot. Ooh. An AR display appears above the
ほ
telephone.
ら、もう一度受話器を耳に当ててみろよ。
I don't want to. I'm nervous.
おう。
When I put the receiver back to my ear, this time I hear a small noise I couldn't hear before.
何か聞こえるか？
小さい電子音みたいなのが、かすかに。
もうすぐ空野ちゃんの声が聞こえてくるぞ。
I don't know if I'm ready. I suddenly grow worried. How will Serrano act when she talks to me? How should I talk to her? As I keep worrying about it. Huh. It's you. I hear a faint voice through the receiver. A very familiar figure shows on the AR display in front of me. Aww. A very soft voice. Feels like I haven't heard this voice in a very long time. Just hearing her voice makes it feel like something has finally come unstuck inside me. After a little while, I'm finally able to collect myself. Then, taking care not to let my voice tremble, I speak into the receiver.
空の。久しぶり。
Even for me, that was pathetic. I had all these things I planned to say, but, for some reason, none of them come to mind, and all I spout is some meaningless greeting.
もう来てくれないのかと思ったよ。
Why? As she says that, Serrano's expression looks a little amazed, and a little sulky.
遅くなって、すまん。
いいよ。今日こうして来てくれたんだもんね。かけるくんもありがとう。
ヒロキをここに連れてくるのに苦労したんだぜ。
Huh.
そうなの？そんなに私と話がしたくなかったってこと？
No, that's not it.
いや、そういうわけじゃ。
なんだか傷ついちゃうな。
No, I'm sorry.
あんま責めるとマジで落ち込んじゃうから、ほどほどに許してやってよ。
そうだね。
So these like the real people, like I'm talking to? That's crazy. Wow. The Serrano on the AR display has such a happy smile. I bet this kind of thing will exist in the future. Wouldn't that be wild? Being able to talk to your loved ones, if only for a little bit longer. The Serrano I knew so well was right before me. I know it's just the compiled data from her memories. The technique known as Connect is simply using her memories as a basis to replicate her thought patterns. Oh. And using those calculations to output the words and expressions we see, so... We're basically communicating with a computerized version of Serrano. Even then though, seeing her in front of my eyes, hearing Serrano react to our words and the changes in her expression, it's enough to make me believe that Serrano might still be alive out there somewhere. And I'm just talking to her through the AR display.
はあ、なんだか遠くなっちゃったね。
空野は、そう感じるのか。
うん。ヒロ君は違うの？
俺はどちらかというと、思ってたより近い感じがするよ。
そうなんだ。なんだか変な感じ。
Is it?
ああ。
A little bit, I guess. We both smile bitterly, then lapse into silence. Even that feels surprisingly realistic. It's almost as if The everyday life that I had a few months back is here again. Didn't think I'd be so happy being able to talk to her again. I continued talking to Serrano for a while. I feel the happiness welling up inside of me. Get a grip, me. You ain't coming for pointless chatter. Something more important that you have to say to the person you cared for who's dead now. Things I couldn't say. What I should have said before it happened, really.
あのさ。
Our conversation stops and silence falls between us once more. Every time I try to speak, I get nervous and I freeze up again. Why? I guess I'm just scared of ruining this happy moment. While I'm sitting here hesitating, Serrano simply silently waits for me to speak. I don't want to hear those same words of rejections that I did that late afternoon in that cake shop. Why did Serrano say that back then? Well, we could ask her, couldn't we? I came here to ask that. Get a grip, Mary. I somehow managed to calm myself down a little and finally put to words those thoughts that have been stuck inside me all this time.
空野はどうしてあの時もう会わない方がいいって言ったんだ。
I have to know. Don't you understand?
え?
I didn't expect that. Serrano tilts her head in confusion.
それどういうこと？私が言ったって。
What? I steeled myself and said those words, but Serrano's reply was completely unexpected.
いや、いつものケーキ屋で最後に会った時、俺にそう言っただろ。あまりに急だったから、俺結構ショックでさ。
ヒロ君。
What?
ごめん。私には何の話なのか。
Serrano stares at me blankly. You know, I didn't even really want to talk about this in the first place, and I thought for a moment she might be playing dumb. But now I can't stop my torrent of words.
俺が空野の話をもっとちゃんと聞いてさえいれば、こんなことにならずに済んだのかもしれないって。
As if a dam had burst, my words just kept pouring out.
今さらこんなこと言ったって遅いのは分かってるけど、せめてあの時ひどい言葉をぶつけてしまったことを謝りたいんだ。
There really isn't any point in saying this now. It's too late. Serrano's already dead. I'm always saying this for my own satisfaction. But still, I have to say it. Have to get some kind of closure, you know?
空野、ごめんな。
Yeah, I really should have said this earlier. Putting it to words really made the reality of it all sink in. I look back at Serrano, but she's still staring blankly like she just doesn't understand.
ヒロ君、私、ヒロ君に何かひどいことを言われた記憶なんてないよ。
空野。
No way. It's impossible. Everything on that day has definitely happened, but Serrano looks completely serious. Could it be that she's just holding a grudge and only pretending to have forgotten? No, that's not possible. I know quite well that Serrano's not the kind of person to do that. What's going on?
かける。これは一体どういうことなんだ。俺の記憶と空野の記憶が噛み合っていない。確かにあの日、本当にあった出来事なのに。
Well, this is interesting. Our memories aren't quite meshing up. Are our memories faulty or are her memories faulty? Well, you know what? I don't know. And maybe we'll find out in the next episode of Memories Dogma Code 1. So, have a good day, guys.